19, 2.3 miles away from his first career win in the IndyCar Series.
He needs about 9/10 of a gallon to make it. These cars are running about 1 gallon per lap. He's awful close to making it. It's going to come right down to the field. He's got a big lead here. He's just got to drive smooth.
Guys, while this has been going on, Scott Dixon, Vitor Meira got around Castroneves. Meira's up to 3rd. Dixon's up to 4th. Castroneves has been moved back to 5th. Weldon is 6th. The championship chase is getting tighter. And Tony Kanaan peels off and is in pit lane. So Kanaan needed the fuel. He did not have enough. Does Marco. He's at the farthest end of the racetrack.
It's downhill from here. He's running down the hill. It's going to help him a little bit.
Okay, you got plenty of fuel to make it. You got plenty of fuel. You're good.
You heard Kyle Moyer. He says you've got it.
I still say I don't believe you. I don't believe you.
He's not put a wheel wrong all day. I'm sure he won't for the next few turns, but can you imagine the emotions that's going on inside his helmet right now?
Remember at Indianapolis, it was a last lap pass on the front straightaway where Sam Hornish snatched victory from Marco Andretti. It won't happen this time. The 19-year-old is going to win at Infineon.
White flag this time by for Sébastien Bourdais, who has quickly become a valued member of this Newman Haas team. The crew loves him. They call the Frenchman Kermit. And he has been very gracious in accepting the bitter disappointment of his first 3 races in the series. And now it's all going to come good. It'll be the first victory this season for the Newman Haas team, a team that has won at least 1 race in 19 of the last 20 seasons. The only time in all of that streak they failed to win a race, 1994, ironically the year after Nigel Mansell won the championship for them. To the line and under the checkered flags comes Sébastien Bourdais.
All right, 1 more lap to go. Carpenter led that lap.
Stick with it, buddy. You can do this.
Now watch Scott Dixon as he's going to take a look to the outside.
Now Franchini's out of push to passes, and Carpenter has 1 lap.
Oh, that could be the difference. They go down the backstretch and race into turn number 3. Will Ed Carpenter be able to get his first win in the Eyes on IndyCar Series? Here they come to the line, and it is
Carpenter.
Ed Carpenter wins.
White flag. Hélio Castroneves may in fact be on his way. But remember, this has been a race punctuated with unusual occurrences.
Be smart, no pressure. Be smooth and smart.
He's got the interval up now to 4.7 seconds. What a great podium this is. Castroneves, Max Pappas, what a popular 2nd place that would be. Another fantastic driver. Great personality out of the car. And Oriol Servia, his first podium in his rookie season. Very, very popular podium, I think, with everyone.
Guys, you heard Tim Cindric saying no pressure to Castroneves. Castroneves hasn't said anything on the radio in the last 10 laps. I think he's going to break the silence very shortly.
Well, he's on his way to becoming the 43rd driver in the 22-year history of kart to find his way into victory lane if he can only get this 1 final lap complete.
And there is no place to rest. You may have almost a 5-second lead, but you can't make the smallest mistake here. You've got to keep pushing. It's when you start to back off, you lose concentration, and then something terrible could happen. So Castroneves now only 2 corners away from his first victory.
I'd be hard put to identify a more fun-loving, outgoing, and friendly personality.
How to say your name now? I know who Hélio Castroneves is.
Hélio Castroneves.
Great job, buddy. Great job.
Has taken the Tenneco Automotive Grand Prix of Detroit. His first victory. The rookie trying to score a win on an oval. Let's see if he can do it. Kenny Breck is right there. Traffic just ahead. He's just got to negotiate this traffic. Kenny Breck drops back a little bit. Kenny Breck moves to the inside. Now tries to sweep to the outside. Doesn't look like it's going to happen for Breck, but it will happen for Scott Dixon. The rookie becomes the 46th driver to win in kart.
And if he didn't have a penalty in St. Pete in qualifying for blocking, and he raised his hand and said, yeah, it was valid, but Colton Herta could easily be your points leader right now.
I said it back at the first race. There's a changing of the guard happening. A lot of these guys have been around a long time, Bourdais and you know, lots of years, Kanaan, but these new youngsters coming in like Colton Herta, Award, Rosenquist. There's a big change happening right now in IndyCar.
What a validation for the Road to Indy program. All this talent coming up through Indy Lights. Hunter Reay came up through that program, actually through Atlantic's Newgarden Indy Lights. And Colton Herta.
All of them, right? F2000,
yeah.
Pro Mazda, everything.
Barbadage Pro Series, if you go that far back. What a fun season it's going to be with this talent.
Final run down the back straight, this lengthy back straight that's 0.6 of a mile. This will be an enjoyable ride. Wonder what's going through this 18-year-old's head right now. He knows how to win races, but he's never won an IndyCar race before. This is something special.
Giving up a little bit of lead. He's dropped off about a second in that gap to Newgarden, but he's got plenty in hand. Got a lapped car just up here in front. Hopefully that lap car will let him go.
And what I love, he's used every second of push to pass now. He's not going to leave anything on the table. Final lap.
Take this. Think about this for a moment. At 18, he won the Rolex 24 in Bobby Rahaal's BMW in the GTLM class. He's got a Rolex wristwatch on his hand, on his arm. And now in this IndyCar for Harding Steinbrenner Racing, the team that was launched at Yankee Stadium last December. What a moment. It's been a story. It's been a fairy tale. This second generation driver now becomes the youngest to ever win an IndyCar. Colton Herta has done it.
Way to go.
She should run down the inside of the racetrack.
Oh, she's gone wide. Marco gets it. Tony might get up the inside. Kanaan looking to get there. Simona now back in fourth and fighting to stay in fourth. Kanaan sweeps around the inside and gets it. So from third to fifth in a matter of a corner. Vizo on Dixon.
Not enough. Look at Vizo, so well behaved, making good decisions today.
He now knows he's got a car under him that can get the job done. We're on our way home, final lap. James Hinchcliffe has a 1.1 second lead. Sato on Wilson. Done.
Wow, that was a good move. Great move.
Good driving too by Justin, because he said, I don't want any part of this.
I think Justin knew that was coming.
Yeah. James Hinchcliffe is on his way to his very first win in the Eyes on IndyCar Series. He's been on the podium twice before, but the mayor of Hinchtown is now an IndyCar Series winner. Go Danny goes to victory lane.
Wow, what a weekend this could be. White flag is out for Ryan Hunter-Reay. Whoa!
That lap he was a second slower, so now it's 2.6 seconds, but he's got 2.6 seconds to give back over 2.7 miles.
To be a 22-year-old rookie and win your first Champ Car race half a world away, he could not be any farther from his home in South Florida. But
Manning, look, he is beginning to close in, but he's only got half a lap, a mile and a half. Reynard's 1, 2, 3.
first time for that in 2 seasons. And if Ryan Hunter-Reay can hold on, it'll be the second year in a row for a rookie winner in this race. The first win for Stefan Johansson's American Spirit team, and he will be the second rookie to win this season after Sebastian Bourdais.
Unlikely, but very much earned. With everything that was thrown at these guys today.
Wow, look at him attack the chicanes, as does Manning.
It was more than Paul Tracy could handle. It was more than Bruno Juncker could handle. And Ryan Hunter-Reay took everything this race could throw at him.
2 more corners for Ryan Hunter-Reay. Here it is, short straight.
Look at the fans. Yep. They know how important this is to this young rookie who came early to do pre-race promotional work. He's been surfing and jet skiing all week. He feels right at home, and Ryan Hunter-Reay will win in Surfer's Paradise.
Max Pappas is going to see an incredible sight next time around. The white flag will tell him just 2 miles, 1 lap to go. And if he can do it, he becomes the 6th driver to score his first career win in a 500-mile race at Michigan. Now 1 lap to go. Max Pappas is on the final lap for Bobby Rahal. Kanaan crossed the line 3 seconds behind him. Montoya 4 seconds back. Down the back straightaway. Will Max Pappas become the 3rd first-time winner this year? It sure looks that way. He runs out of fuel. He runs out of fuel. Kanaan screams past. Kanaan screams into the lead. Montoya's trying to chase him to the line. Oh, so very close. Montoya jumped low at the line. It looked for a moment there like Pappas was just slowing for the flag, and then he slowed further. And by 32 thousandths, Kanaan takes Montoya.
One more lap to go for Charlie Kimball.
White flag.
And there's the gap back to Simon Pagenaud, who's constructed a very good race himself and his team. He's on the podium. If he can hang in there for one more lap. There's the blue car there, the HP Schmidt-Hamilton Motorsports car. But this is going to be a lap that Charlie Kimball will remember forever. We've had 3 first-time winners this year in the championship. James Hinchcliffe, Takuma Sato, and Simon Pagenaud. And in half a lap's time, we're going to add a 4th to that.
Listen to the crowd. That is awesome. There's a great turnout here at Mid-Ohio today. You can clearly tell they're loving this first-time winner.
It's been a super weekend with Firestone Indy Lights, Pro Mazda, USF 2000. We've had Pirelli World Challenge. There's been no shortage of racing. There's been no shortage of fans. The weather has worked on our side, and the sun is shining on Charlie Kimball. It's his 45th career IndyCar Series start. Charlie Kimball, you're an IndyCar race winner. Kimball wins at Mid-Ohio.
One to go, white flag, white flag.
Chip Ganassi calls it for you. You saw Jourdain's car there at the edge. It will not be a factor in the final lap. Order remains the same. Montoya, Franchitti, Herta, Fernandez, Fittipaldi, Gelderferin.
If you're in this position, Paul, you're just going, come on, baby, keep running. You really want to be very clean here. You break just a tad early, give yourself just an inch off the wall, but not too much. You can't get off the racing line.
He has the time, 2.2, as they went under the white flag separation, Montoya to Franchitti.
Back in his pits, everybody there that's worked so hard for so long, getting these cars ready for this race after Motegi, their hearts in their throats, fingers crossed.
Oh, this kid is good. So very, very good. Juan Montoya, his 3rd race in the series, looks for his 1st career win.
The man. You are the man.
There you heard Chip Ganassi say it.
You are the man. Great job. Great job.
Oh, without question, the 39th winner in kart history, and the name is Juan Montoya as he thanks the crew. Look at that.
Last lap for Joseph Newgarden. He is just 1 lap away from his first IndyCar victory.
Graham won't have a chance here, but he will at turn 5. Now he's going to try to make that same move on the most experienced, one of them, most experienced drivers in the field. Scott Dixon is a master at keeping people at bay.
Here it is. Here it is. Remember, we're coming down into Ray Hall's strong point. Turn 5. He has been brilliant on the outside. Can he do it to last week's winner? No is the answer.
Couldn't do it. Couldn't do it.
And there is our race leader. Some 4 seconds out in front on the final lap at Barber. Just got a report. We understand that Hélio Castroneves has run out of fuel.
Here it is.
Whoa!
Here it is, Graham. It's yours if you want it.
And
that was fantastic. We thought that his only move was turn 5, but he just showed us he's got another trick in his bag.
But look at the gap within about 2 seconds. Look at the gap he's made.
Meanwhile, final 2 turns. We've got 2 young American stars in the top 2 positions. The wait is over. Joseph Newgarden is an IndyCar race winner. He takes out his home race. How about that at Barber Motorsports Park?
When he crashed at Indy, remember, he was pretty cavalier about it, like it was no big deal, but he drives the wheels off the car, and today, again, he drove the wheels off the car. It was nearly disaster in turn 3 and 4, with nearly losing the car, but he's bringing it home in the winner's circle. Take us away, Lee.
Oh, this is phenomenal. It has been a long time since a Mexican driver drove to victory lane in IndyCar Series competition. Off the top of my head, I want to say it was Adrian Fernandez a long time ago. But Pato Award, Mr. Energy, Mr. Fast Hands. Oh boy, Award! Pato Award is an IndyCar winner.
Here comes the white flag, 2.35 miles away from victory.
And as easy as Mike Conway made it look yesterday, Simon Pagenaud is doing that today. His car is going over the bumps. It's handling everything on the circuit beautifully.
He's too far back to make a run. So he'll get one more chance going down towards turn number 7. Meanwhile, Simon Pagenaud is just saying, please, nothing go wrong with the race car.
So these two guys, their heart rate is pumping right now. They're driving as hard as they can. Right now your suit is full of sweat, and all you want to try to do is just get to the end, but you're pushing as hard as you can. Don't think he's close enough, Eddie.
And do you think Pagenaud's hearing all those little noises in the car, thinking everything, just make it that last little bit? You can feel and hear everything on those last laps. Here we go. Down into turn 7, through the fountain complex again for the last time. Stay on the line. There's Pagenaud. Here is lap traffic. The 12 of Will Power. That could play in Conway's favor. Here comes Conway taking a peek. Can't get it done. Meanwhile, Simon Pagenaud, he could be and will become the 6th different winner this year.
They begin their final 2.38 miles here at Barber Motorsports Park. Has done a mighty job to sustain this pressure while dealing with looking at traffic up ahead in the form of Connor Daly, the last car on the lead lap. Meanwhile, looking in his mirrors and seeing an ever-present Will Power.
He's had to manage tires, he's had to manage strategy, he's had to match and meet the anticipation and the expectation of Chip Ganassi, signing him to this incredible ride in the 10 car. A flawless job so far.
He's a few corners away from wrapping this up, but Connor Daly is going to have a complete another lap to attack Ed Jones.
This guy, the 24-year-old Spaniard, who out of the car has such a lovely demeanor. He's such a pleasant young man behind the wheel. He is an animal. It's time for the motor racing world to say hello, Pablo. Alex Palou wins his maiden IndyCar race.
Checkered flag, David. You're an Indy winner. Awesome, man. Great job, everybody.
Last lap here at Las Vegas will Power the race leader. An 18-second lead over Durenboss.
It sounds like he's saving fuel right now. I mean, when he went through the chicane that time, normally he was just lighting it up, and boy, he really laid the throttle down easy. In fact, I don't know who that is trying to catch him right there. That's Bruno Chikara. But it looks like he's taking it easy this lap.
Well, you would, even if he had fuel. You don't want to push it when you have an 18-second lead. But he was calling back. What'd you say? I want to be sure I get it right. He is so mild-mannered, but he gets with it in the race car. As far as personality-wise, he's pretty laid back. But you know what? When he had his qualifying time here yesterday, he was all fired up. But just walking around the paddock talking to him, he's very unassuming.
Past the hotels and the casinos in downtown Las Vegas for the final time.
I think Marty asked him this morning, didn't he?
Yeah.
You can qualify. You've got what it takes to win a race.
Yeah. And he said he thought they were there. Derek Walker, looking for his first Champ Car Series win since 1999. Out of the tunnel, up the hill for the final time. The Champ Car season begins in Las Vegas, and Will Power is the winner.
This time by, it'll be the white flag. That podium finish you mentioned, second back at Houston last year. And right now, Graham Rahal, he is going to end up leading 18 laps here if he holds on for this one. And a spin, that's a local right now at turn 10 with Ed Carpenter. They will not go full course yellow. Graham led 18 laps all of last year in his rookie campaign in Champ Car. He will become the youngest to ever win an IndyCar Series event if he can just get through about 7 more turns.
And all he's trying to do right now is hit his points, turn in, apex, and exit of the turn, and do everything really textbook style. He's got a great gap right now between himself and Hélio Castroneves, no longer looking in the mirrors, just looking forward and trying to do everything perfectly.
Heading down towards where that local yellow is, he gets safely through. He's past the trouble area, so now, as he comes down through turn 12 into 13, he's going to say, hey, Pop, look at me. I'm going to win in my first IndyCar start out of turn 14. Here comes Graham Rahal. Say hello to a new star in the IndyCar Series. Rahal wins at St. Petersburg.
4 miles to go.
Okay, white flag, last lap, bring it home.
IndyCar win.
In a way, you almost feel like Rosenqvist could thank Connor Daly for being the unfortunate guinea pig yesterday in that crash with O'Ward. It was exactly like yesterday, Paul, in terms of how they were positioned before that fast right-hander. O'Ward backed out today.
Absolutely. This, like I said at the opening of the show, we're seeing a changing of the guard. This new group of young drivers that have come into IndyCar. This is the future of IndyCar.
Well, trends were broken today. As far as pole positions, every pole until today was won by a Team Penske driver. Pato O'Ward changed that. Every race this year was won by Scott Dixon. Felix Rosenqvist is within half a lap of changing that. What a weekend here at Road America. The first of 2 doubleheaders in 2 weekends. Iowa next weekend.
1.7, no pressure.
Paul, you talked about changing of the guard. Not only that at the front, I mean, just look down the list all the way to P7. You've got Ericsson, Herta, Ferrucci, Pilot, all those young guns that have showed so much promise and technique and performance through testing in the early races, all realizing great results today.
Yeah, the first old-time vet is really Sato in 8th, so Newgarden in 9th. So this is the new era of IndyCar, this young talent.
It's an important weekend for Alexander Rossi, a rebound weekend, but that's a secondary story. The primary story is this guy here, Felix Rosenqvist. He was denied a victory by his teammate Dixon at Mid-Ohio last year by less than 1/10 of 1 second. Nobody is going to deny Felix Rosenqvist victory here. Rosenqvist is an IndyCar race winner.
Congratulations, race winner. Congrats.
1 more lap to go.
No, it's half a lap lead, clutch and coast, save fuel, clutch and coast.
Boy, I'm just thinking about Robbie Gordon running out of gas back in 1999.
There's Munoz in the blue and black car. He and Newgarden are going to race for second at the moment unless Rossi runs out of fuel. He's off of turn 2. He's half a lap to go.
Full throttle.
Message is you're now going too slow.
Got this, bring it home, he's down to 2. Hey, push.
He's done it. Checkered flag is in the air. A first-timer is going to win the 100th Indianapolis 500-mile race. California's Alexander Rossi to the checkered flag, and he's done it.
Checkered flag, you just won the Indy 500, baby!
White flag.
There it is, the white flag for Takuma Sato. 1 lap to go. He's got to be paying attention down here.
No pressure behind.
And that's important to know. No pressure behind. You worry about trying to stay.
Good job, baby. Bring it home.
No attack, no chance. That is Takuma Sato's motto. He's attacked here today. We said he did it in a very measured fashion. He's improved. The car looked balanced underneath him all day long. The team doing a good job with strategy. And Takuma Sato half a lap away from his first IZOD IndyCar Series win.
Great for ABC, too. They have hung with these guys for a long, long time. Great sponsor for this team, and they are going to get a victory out of this.
And now we've got the full course caution, so all Sato's got to do is just steer it around.
It's done for Takuma Sato through the carousel one last time.
Nice and easy, bring it home.
No passing on the racetrack, full course caution. Sato through the hairpin one last time, up through the gearbox. 52 race starts, and Takuma Sato wins in the 52nd start. He wins the Toyota Grand Prix of Long Beach.
Less than 2.5 miles for Rinus VeeKay. He knows how to win. He won 4 times in his Indy Lights career. He
Do not use push to pass. Do not use push to pass.
He's light on fuel, guys, so don't use push to pass. So he is saving a little bit of fuel. I think if Grosjean wasn't hung up behind Bourdais the whole stint, I really feel like Grosjean is the fastest guy.
Coasted
into 7. Wow, it's almost like they're a little surprised.
Yeah, they're light on fuel. We don't even know if he's going to make it. Coasted.
He's got 6.2 seconds to play with. Mum and Dad are as nervous as anybody here at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Romain Grosjean in the background there for Dale Coyne Racing, the pole sitter. So we could have in the same day a first-time pole sitter and a first-time winner.
You're good.
You're
Don't
good.
save. You're good to
You're
go
good
here.
on fuel. He's going to be the 3rd first-time winner from 5 races. That hasn't happened since 2013 in the NTT INDYCAR Series. Robert Doornbos, who's a commentator in the Netherlands, he was the last Dutchman to win. That was way back in 2007. Look at the family pride from Ed Carpenter Racing and the VKs. Rinus VeeKay wins the GMR Grand Prix at Indianapolis.
Wheel 8. Bring it in, bring it in.